IG's turn to pick.
Alright guys, welcome to the first game of IG versus LGD gaming here. I'm Winter and I'll be joined by 1437 here again. Welcome my friend.
You trying to steal my identity, Winter? Huh? I heard you trying to say you're 1437. Well, Winter, it's finally the playoffs. It's been pretty interesting 2 weeks, I would say, but here we are. IG versus LGD. One of these teams will go to the grand finals.
Yeah, LGD is going to take out the Prophet and the Slug. Do you think they have anything planned up yet again, taking out the Prophet in the first phase so quickly?
You know what it is? The time when IG played against LGD, do you remember what happened when they did the whole mass split pushing tactics?
Was it? Oh yeah, the first game of the group stage, right? Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, and that's what LGD I think went with the Prophet ban in the first phase. They don't want to deal with that again. They were played like a fiddle in that BO3. So they will get rid of the rats. Clean out the sewers. And looks like LGD are just gonna pick up the clock OD, and IG picking up the, I would say, like the big fad last week or 2 weeks ago, the whole Bristol back Crystal Maiden thing. It feels like it's faded away a bit, but still IG will pick the combo up.
Yeah, every time a team picks like Bristleback and Maiden together, the enemy usually goes for the OD to deal with the Bristleback. It's still really common to see that. Only LGD does like the Necroforce against Bristleback. So having the OD, I don't think you go for the Necroforce as well. Too many carries. And IG is gonna take out the Pugna here, thinking that LGD would still go for something like a Pugna, but for me, if you go OD, it's like more like a farming game and laning orientated lineup. I don't think the Pugna will be picked up by LGD anymore.
Well, you could do a pretty strong 5-man, early 5-man, where they get a mech and just push your towers down. So maybe that's what they're afraid of. And we should mention something. IG hasn't, I think they haven't played a match in like over a week, right, in G League? And from what I remember in China, teams change over a course of a week. We saw how Tong Fu improved over the course of a week, and it could be the same problem for IG. I mean, I don't know if they're in the strongest shape or they are not.
Yeah, after having a few days off, maybe something would change in your playstyle, something like more like understanding of the game when you look at the teams playing for a few days and you find that something has to be changed on your playstyle and something you need to improve. And so having all those days off gives them time to analyze and to think back and reflect on their playstyle and draft. So they have more than enough time to plan what they wanted to do against LGD. So IG is gonna pick up another tanky hero, Dragon Knight plus Bristleback right now. Most likely going to go to the solo mid role here. I've seen them do like safe lane Dragon Knights on Howl. But I'm not very sure if it's going to be a good option here. Maybe they just want to use the DK as a safe lane because you don't want to put DK against OD in middle because he's going to lose the matchup so bad.
Oh yeah, he is going to get demolished on middle unless you spam a lot of ganks, but even then it's going to be really hard. And it's gonna looks like a Chen Ench matchup, but both teams, they're gonna be going defensive, I believe. It's not like we see in the West often, where if Ench and Chen are picked up, they often battle it out in the jungle. But I think when Chinese teams pick it, they tend to just stay in their own zone and try to get as many small leads as possible.
Did you turn your audio on? Somebody told me.
Okay. Yeah, about that. It's on. It's on.
It's on. Okay.
Sorry.
So we got that covered now. Yeah, like you said, the Enchantress and Chen would most likely be just like Enchantress on the defensive side, Chen will be on the defensive side, but Enchantress will be able to help the middle lane much more effectively with with the enchant having multiple creeps at the start compared to the Chen where you can only always have one at level 1. So I would say if they want to go down the road where they harass the OD a lot from the start, enchanters would have the definite edge over the Chen here. Manabun?
Oh my god. That like you're bringing bad memories of that game, man. That mana burn creeps just single-handedly won
LGD the game against speed.
Yep. And they're actually taking their sweet time on this pick over here. They need to make sure. Wow, Lich. Okay. That's really interesting.
You know, the
like,
Lich is for me like they are going to change their plan into focusing on laning phase. Like, but it's against the Enchantress and Dragonite and Bristleback. They can push your towers down very quickly.
But you know the thing is with the Lich, you can't move with the Lich. Like normally when Chinese teams pick Chen, they tend to gank with it too, right? And try to get some early towers as well. But like with Lich, it's the total opposite. It's like trying to just win lanes. So what we'll probably see from LGD is they're just gonna farm up their Chen to like level 5 before he starts doing something, huh?
Maybe he just focuses on getting the mech out as early as possible because Lich and Chen, you can't really move around and kill heroes. It's very difficult. And like you said,
yeah,
maybe their plan is just to sit in the lane. They don't want to gank. Everybody's using the Chen to gank, and the ganks are getting so predictable, and the enemy team always knows, especially the solo mid, knows when the gank is coming. So it's very, very difficult to get ganks off. Maybe they are just going to power farm their items and just play defensively, focus on winning the lanes.
Right.
I just gonna take out the lifestealer and Weaver, and Weaver's gonna be taken out by LGD here.
What are they gonna take? Maybe a Syllabear? You think they might pick Syllabear, put it in the mid lane, and put Dragonite in the safe lane?
Too much farmers.
I think so.
Yeah,
but you know, but their 5-man would be extremely strong and really tanky.
Has to be a Ferrari hero if they want to do that. I don't think Syllabear is his hero.
Oh, Darkseer. Interesting. Huh. So it looks like it might be a Bristleback mid then.
Bristleback middle
or
against...
maybe Bristleback safe lane.
Bristleback mid against OD?
Yeah, but he has a pretty high base damage, and obviously Quells only cost like 30 mana. 35 mana, okay. Yeah. So it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, obviously it could also be like a Bristleback safe lane and still they do Dragonite mid, but I think that's a bit really one-sided for the OD. Do you remember we saw a lot of matchups with OD in the side lane against the Bristleback, and the Bristleback just getting like the same amount of farm as the OD? You recall?
Yeah, I remember the game where I think it was LGD on the OD. Can't remember who, but it was definitely an off-lane Bristleback against the OD, and he was getting good farm against the OD on the side lane. But for the middle lane, I think that the Bristleback will have a far tougher time against the OD.
Well, we'll see what IG's game plan here is, and wow, that's a Batrider, a hero that we haven't seen in a while. I don't think it has been picked at all, has it, in this?
I think only once or twice. I remember seeing this hero once or twice in the previous games. Okay. I think DT Club pick him a few times.
Okay. From the games that I've casted at least, I don't think I recall seeing a Batrider.
So the matchup of LGD, the lineup of LGD would be 2 game controlling temples. This is a very classic LGD type of playstyle. 2 temple controllers and 1 super carry. But I didn't really expect to see the Lich in this sort of lineup.
Me neither. And let's see how they're gonna lane this. It looks like it could just be a Batrider mid then, with an OD in the safe lane farming.
Maybe not. Oh yeah, OD is actually hitting all the
actually,
way to
Jawit has a lot of regen, so it could be just a side lane Batrider then. You see how much regen he has?
Yeah, 2 sets of tangos and a salve.
That's a lot.
So before we see any action happening, welcome everyone to the first game of the best of 3 series between LGD and IG Gaming. Invictus Gaming, sorry. On the Radiant side, we have LGD, Shell 8 playing the Bat Rider. Yao would be handling the Clockwork, Rabbit would be on the Outlaw Devour. DD will be playing the Chen. Is he gonna get...
Oh god, DD! Oh,
He's gonna
they
get
got
good.
Goo at level 1. He is so dead,
Flame
man.
Break at
And-
level
oh,
1.
he even got Flame Break too!
I think he's dead.
This is... Wait, what was that smoke?
What was that?
IG
No.
over there.
Oh, he's gonna go down there. CM got the last
That's
right
the
click
first
on him.
blood.
CM got the last right click, and the only guy I haven't introduced is DDC on the Lich. He started out with a boot, so offlane Lich, jungling Bat Rider, solo mid Clockwork. Is that what is gonna happen? I think so. You should take the IG team right now.
Alright, so here on Invictus Gaming, we have the captain IG Faith on Crystal Maiden, already securing the first blood for his team. Banana playing the Enchantress. YYF on the Darkseer, play in the safe lane against, who is this? Lich so far. Lich Clockwork. And Ferrari mid with the Dragon Knight. Oh, and forgot about Mr. Howe using the name Oh Yeah on the Bristol boss. You know, he got Goo level 1. And they had to spend all his mana too for that kill, which is totally worth it. I think the most awkward part is the Bat Rider had to get Flame Break to try and save the Chen.
Maybe that's why they are changing their lanes. I felt like probably the original plans was like OD bottom, Clockwork middle.
Actually, I don't think so, because of the build that the Bat Rider went. I think this was their intended lanes from the beginning of the game.
Maybe
the Bat Rider
maybe
in the
he
safe.
just skilled the Flame Break just to save his teammate.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure he skilled the Flame Break to save his teammate. And he probably got this much regen because he thought he would lane against the Darkseer. Right?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Against the Darkseer you need a lot of regen. Yeah, true. So probably this was already the intended lanes.
Oh, this could be a big problem now for Zhao. Okay, he's just gonna fly away. But after this Firefly runs out, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Middle lane.
Actually, they're gonna go on him right now, and it's gonna run out. This is a death.
Oh no, Xiao
Xiao
8's gonna
Eight's
go
over
down. Xiao 8's gonna go down here, middle lane as well. They're gonna start the Frost Blast on for Ferrari 430, the Centaur. Not gonna get a Storm yet. Imprisonment being
They're
used
not
there.
gonna get this kill. Oh no, that's a big loss coming from LGD. Not only did they lose the hero bottom, but they lost a lot of time on the 2 support players.
Yeah, the Centaur Storm was really crucial. They didn't time the gank like to perfection. They needed to use the Imprisonment to set up the Centaur Storm there. Xiao 8 gonna use his Flame Break there to push Faith back. The Ursa, the Hellbat Smasher clap is gonna slow down Faith even more. Xiao 8, he's going really low as well after that Nova. Bristol Boss gonna come in here, gonna try and pick off the Bat Rider. He's gonna use his Ghoul on Chen. Chen is gonna get chased down, and Enchantress is the first one to go down here. Ferrari comes in with the Haze Rune as well. Doesn't have a point in Dragon Tail yet. He's gonna get it now. Gonna stun up Xiao 8. Gonna right click him and finish the job. Doesn't even need to use his mana for Fire Breath, Breathe Fire. DDC will be going back to the lane. He might be in trouble here. Haze Rune still on Ferrari. Centaur gonna come in as well.
Oh no, Faith. He does not have mana yet. Actually, he might have been able to clarity up and go for it.
Kill the Centaur.
Actually, no. That was quite interesting. I mean, the Bat Rider is still level 2. He still doesn't have Sticky because he got Flame Break at level 1. So that chase on the Crystal Maiden earlier, it looked questionable, but they got the Enchantress instead. So
you know, it's like still really bad for them, considering
yeah,
that the Bat Rider is so far behind right now. Man, it's gonna be very hard for him to get his dagger out very early.
I'm not too sure what they can do about that. And look at the top lane. Looks like Yao, he's been pressured quite a bit. Like he's got 8 CS, which isn't. I don't think that's as much as he would like against a Darkseer. Like laning against a Darkseer, getting creeps isn't as hard as like one would think, because he's constantly pushing it in, and he'll go to your tower, and you should be able to last hit decently under your tower.
Yeah, and the Enchantress made a rotation towards bottom side, so he was a lot of the time spent 1 versus 1 on top lane, and Rabbit's gonna pick up a regen rune here. Like you mentioned, Darkseid is gonna push the lane towards the tower, and most of the time the Clockwork will be able to get a lot more last hits than this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they should be more aggressive with this Enchantress here? Or it's safe to say that IG is having a good time on the lanes and he can just power farm up his Midas?
Well, now he has this. I think he definitely shouldn't be power farming a Midas right now. The key thing right now is to try and get a kill on the dragon on the OD in mid lane. The Dragon Knight's about to hit 6, and if he can get 2 stacks of imprisonment off, he's gonna be able to use an ult into Dragon Tail, and that should be good enough for a kill, I believe, on the OD.
Depends on what creeps that the Enchantress brings along with her as well. If he doesn't have a good creep, the kill will be difficult.
Exactly. But that's exactly that. I think that's what IG's thinking, at least right now, is that they need to get a kill on this OD. Like, he's gonna be the biggest problem, obviously, in this game. You know, looking at LGD's lineup, they're really powerful in like the mid game when the Batrider has Blink Dagger, and at the same time there's the Clockwork Initiation as well, the 2 heroes who can initiate. And IG's lineup is very early game oriented with the Enchantress, the Darkseer, and you know, they're probably gonna look to push towers as well with the DK. So if you're surprised that IG, like, I mean, I'm not surprised that IG is like taking the lead right now, but I think LGD have a really good chance in the mid game to take it back.
Yeah, having the 2 tempo controllers during the mid game, like a Clockwork and Batrider, would
Here it is,
be a lot.
initiation. Nice hook onto the Clockwork here, and actually they can potentially get another hero as well. And Faith might be the one going down here. Magic Stick gonna keep him alive. Ferrari, he has 4 mana, so he can still look to fight. And Ench is being so annoying, taking chance creeps, and now he has nothing, so he's practically a creep himself.
He's gonna send Yao back to base, and Yao's gonna look to try and come back to the bottom lane as soon as possible. IG want to force the tower here. While F doesn't have a TP scroll just yet, he's just constantly spamming the creep waves out at top side to give a lot of pressure towards the tower. Maybe he's gonna rotate to join his teammates at bottom lane, or maybe not. They don't really need him to take down the tower. Tower's gonna go down here.
Oh wow. Alright, so they ported 2 heroes to the bottom lane, which is all 5 of LGD's heroes, and they were only able to get a bristleback. And they actually lost a tower as well, so overall IG got a lot off that loss on the bristleback, I think.
Yeah, it was too much of investment paid to try and get only 1 kill. So
yeah, exactly.
Having the bristleback down wasn't the biggest deal for them. They push out, like, they dealt a lot of damage to the tier 1 at top, and they got the tier 1 at bottom lane. So they just need to continuously try to pressure the towers and make sure that before the Batrider has his Blink Dagger up, they can take a better and more significant advantage so that they can deal with the Batrider Blink later on. I would say that YYF, maybe, do you think it's gonna be a Midas for the Darkseer? I think like maybe rushing the mech would be a good idea now.
With IG's lineup, rushing mech would probably be ideal. Yeah, he's doing it. He's getting the mech. Yeah, it's very ideal because you want to be able to take all of LGD's tier 1 towers early and try to stop the Batrider from farming up his Blink Dagger, so that they can't start their whole initiation combo stuff. And obviously it's really hard to like stop a Batrider from getting to the Blink, because it's, to be fair, it's a pretty cheap item, and but at least they can create a big deal.
Batrider has a lot of farming abilities, that's what you want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't stop him.
You can create a big lead before he can get to it, and that's exactly what IG need to do. Like, create a lead that's big enough where LGD can't come back from with their only 1 carry OD.
And you know what, like, even if they are, oh no, Ferrari's gonna go in here, gonna get his Dragon Tail up on Shao. Shao is gonna get ensnared as well, going to go down here. Easy pick off.
Man.
He tried to defend the tower with his Firefly.
That is not what you want your Batman to do. And this is exactly what IG want. They're like forcing these tier 1 towers, and they're forcing LGD to try and do whatever they can to even defend it.
They
Like,
need to
if you just
they need to build a significant advantage before the dagger comes out from the back.
yeah, and they're doing that perfectly right now. Like, the advantage is actually pretty significant, I would say. The goal graph is 5k, and it's like going in their favor every second. LGD they just can't seem to find the farm that they need as well, or the pickoffs, and it's hurting a lot. Looks like they're gonna look to smoke here.
You know, the pickoffs are really difficult when you have a support like a Lich and a Chan combination. It's very hard to get pickoffs that way.
You know, when you have a Lich,
that's like the main weakness, you know, for their lineup. Oh, they're gonna get a hook shot. Ferrari's gonna get hook shot here. Cogs up as well. He's gonna go down here. Firefly burning him on top. Are they gonna be able to get one more kill with the lasso? Nope, not gonna get one more kill.
Doesn't look like it. I think if they don't get a tower out of this, even that kill on the Dragon Knight probably doesn't really mean much for IG.
Maybe they are going to be able to take the tower here. YYF actually has a mech already. This could be a very good fight for IG to take with the mech.
This is a Bristol back with Ion Shell as well. Do you know how much damage that guy deals? And Yao? Doesn't look like he's gonna get caught out here, and yeah, they're not gonna get a tower out of this.
Yeah,
and you know,
Ion Shell and Bristol back, very scary indeed.
Exactly. Like, when you pick Lich, you're probably thinking that you're gonna win at least 2 out of 3 lanes, and that's not what happened for LGD. And looks like we're gonna see the results of that right now.
They need a very good Chain Frost connection to be able to win the fight.
Oh yeah.
Like for me, IG just needs to prevent that from happening. They just need like maybe to not group up so badly and dodge the Chain Frost, and they should be alright with the mech advantage they have. So that's good. We're gonna look to see what's gonna happen. Hook shot here by Yao onto 430 here. Imprisonment gonna come out. Sanity's Eclipse as well. Chain Frost, is it gonna bounce? Flame Break gonna come out as well. The mech charge, they're keeping a lot of them really healthy. It's gonna be a Dragon Knight for Clockwork, I would say. Still a very good trade for LGD.
Oh yeah, for sure. They slowed down this push, and that was an ult used by the Dragon Knight as well. So it's actually a pretty big deal that they got rid of the Dragon Knight. Like but they had to. It was a pretty costly kill because they had to use the OD ult for it.
Yeah, they still have lasso though. Bad Rider still didn't use his lasso from the last fight, so they're gonna have it on this situation here. He's gonna pick up a double damage rune as well. Gonna come back with the DD, regenerate some of his hit points, and possibly try to win this fight. Firefly is gonna be off cooldown in 10 seconds as well. Do they have a glyph?
Back mid again.
Nope, they're not gonna use their glyph. IG is gonna take another tier 1 tower here. Total map control right now. All the tier 1 towers down for LGD.
Zhao still trying to farm up his blink. He's got 800 gold in his inventory. This is a disaster for him right now. And IG, now that they've taken all the tier 1 towers, they're just gonna go for the next objective, and it's gonna be the boss.
With the Nesagu, they're gonna be able to take down it fairly quickly, even without the medallion. So LGD going to be using this time to catch up. But do you think they're doing it too slow?
I think so. Like they only have 3 heroes hitting it. They probably need more.
Oh yeah, the Maiden.
It's taking quite a long time.
Maiden wasn't in there hitting. Oh
yeah.
LGD's gonna come.
This is looking really bad now for IG. If never mind.
DDC is gonna get caught out here. Imprisonment. They're gonna save DDC's life here. Is he gonna get a lasso onto the high ground on one of the heroes? Xiaowei is lurking in the corners, but DDC is gonna fall down here. And Chancellor steals the Hellbear Smasher away from the Chen.
You know, this is probably not a good fight for LGD to take because they don't have any vision around that area. The only one they have is like looking over the hill.
This one.
Yeah, but apart from that, they can't see anything around it. So it would have been actually a bad fight for them to take. But they will lose a Lich, and IG will take a Aegis. So that's pretty big. And now it looks like IG are just gonna keep going for the objectives in this game.
Yeah, they're gonna clear out the stack before they do anything else. It's gonna give the Bristleback a lot of gold here. He actually didn't complete his Vanguard. I assumed that he was going to complete the Vanguard, but thinking that this game the Vanguard won't provide him much blocks because most of the damage LGD has is either spell damage or pure damage from the OD, so the damage block is going to be only for the Chan creeps and the clockwork right clicks. Not
He'll probably
not too worthy for the investments. It's going to build into SMY, you think, or BKB?
the Ogre Club is definitely going to be a BKB, and the Vitality Booster will probably go into a Heart. Just try to be very efficient with what it's got. 20 health.
Yeah,
He
almost went.
This is the Aegis. There.
You know, like having the BKB, it's still gonna be. Well, I guess it helps against the Chain Frost, so you still want to have the BKB. Like, I was thinking, like, there's always still the Clockwork to trap you inside the cogs with the BKB, and.
Or he'll just freaking knock that Clockwork out, I think, with the
BKB.
amount of damage the Bristol. Yeah, exactly. The amount of damage he does with BKB on is absolutely insane, I think. So.
Bat Rider is still like 500 go away from the dagger. DD has a mech completed. Yao doesn't have anything apart from his bottle. DDC is going to build into a urn. Rabbit has a 4-staff and nothing else right now. LGD looks to be really poor apart from the OD.
You know, Winter, Blink Dagger is pretty good item if you have it by like 11 minutes or something, or before that. But after that point, if you don't have like a 4-staff as well, like by the time your opponent starts to group up as 5, if you don't have Blink and 4-staff, then the Blink Dagger isn't as effective. So even though he will get a Blink Dagger eventually, he still doesn't have 4-staff, and without 4-staff, I really don't think the Bat Rider is going to be able to do much in fights. He's probably going to get either stunned up, frozen, or, you know, vacuum back.
They're gonna search Ferrari in here. Ferrari's gonna get searched in here. DDC is gonna be the target of choice. Imprisonment gonna buy some time for DDC, but DDC still looks to be in all sorts of trouble here. He's gonna go down.
And with that, they're just gonna push the mid lane here, take this tower, and LGD, they're not gonna be able to get anything out of this. Bat Rider, not a hero who can split push a tower. Actually, he can. It's pretty low. The safe lane tower for IG.
Yeah, and YYF is going to build into a pipe as well. As soon as they get the pipe up, Mecha plus pipe and Bristleback, they're going to be able to just push up into LGD's high ground.
And Tong Fu Hao also has his BKB now, so just needs the courier to fly it out to him.
They want to try to use this blink to fight. Xiaowei's gonna come in, lassos on Faith here. Faith gonna go down. Where's the mech? Where's the mech? Oh, he's not gonna be able to use his mech.
He's cogged up right now.
Yeah, the Chain Frost gonna bounce left, gonna bounce right. Ferrari, it's gonna take a lot of damage here. OD ultimate gonna take out one hero as well. DK is gonna go down with the Crystal Maiden. YYF is gonna go down as well. 3 heroes down for IG. Triple kill for the OD. OD is gonna get another imprisonment off. Yao is gonna look to call him. Yao is going to look to cog the Bristleback here, and Enchantress is going to go down as well. Going to go down.
He actually takes out the Bat Rider
with the last impetus strike. So that was really good for LGD to win the fight. Like you say, the Blink Dagger, even though it's late, but still potentially really strong. Very good initiation there by Bat Rider.
Yeah, he picked the right target too, and at the same time, the Darkseer got cogged up by the Clockwork. I think that was the biggest point of that fight, was the Darkseer was cogged up, and he couldn't cast mech or vacuum on LGD. So nicely done there by Yao. And also the DK wasn't able to get the stun onto the Bat Rider to stop him from moving the Crystal Maiden away. So
they're just still gonna go into the tier 2 here, T-Burn, because like OD doesn't have ultimate. The main source of OD and Lich doesn't have ultimate. That's the two main things. So it's gonna be a tower that LGD would try their best to defend, but I do not see them defending this tower.
Yeah, all their ults on cooldown, so just gonna go ahead and get this, and one BKB complete. Another one's gonna be complete really soon on the Dragon Knight, and then the real difficulties start to come out for LGD.
They brought some of the gold advantage back after that fight, but it's still looking really good in IG's favor. The experience graph is, however, on LGD's favor because they killed heroes. I still feel like IG can still use this Aegis and take down even more tier 2 towers to further control the game. Maybe they're just gonna wait for the Dragon Knight BKB and his ultimate to come back off cooldown. It's gonna end soon. 4 staff gonna be picked up by the Clockwork here. Very good item against the Bristleback. They're gonna TP How away to try and defend the top lane here. So they're definitely going to wait for the BKB from the Dragon Knight before they try and pressure towers once more. OD has 3000 gold. I'm thinking whether you go BKB right away or...
He's actually buying a BKB right now,
Yeah.
the OD. What do you think of that? I think like he since he's the only hero that can actually deal
damage.
the damage, like he might have had to go a Hex first item. Especially since IG are gonna have 2 BKBs really soon.
I feel like it's
the
difficult.
DK finishes, so they do have 2 BKBs.
It's difficult because like you don't have a Midas and going for a Hex this early could be like difficult. Like he wants to have the BKB to ensure that he doesn't die in the fight.
Right. I was just
maybe
thinking, like,
if you have a Midas, I think it would be alright for you to build the Hex here. But without a Midas, I think you farmed way too slow.
That's true. True enough. But like even with this BKB, man, I get that if you're alive then you're doing more damage than if you're dead with the BKB, but the position that LGD is in right now, I feel that maybe just that Hail Mary Hex will be a better investment in the fights, like just to deal the damage. Because right now the BKB, I don't know how much damage it's gonna be able to deal.
Remember the KYXY game where his OD didn't have BKB and he has all the damage items in the world,
but that's because he didn't buy BKB after the Hex. He bought a Shiva. How can we compare
I just
that?
want to accentuate the point where BKB is very important.
It is important. But I'm just thinking that maybe he has like
Room?
even like a
You think he
Mystic
has room?
Staff?
You think he has room to get something else before the BKB? That's what you are saying?
Yeah, maybe.
I still feel like you mentioned, as long as you're not dying in the fights, you're doing damage. So that's like the most important part. Even after talking about what items you should go for, the primary focus would be staying alive and dealing damage. That is gonna be the one thing that comes to mind for Rabbit here. IG is gonna smoke up 4 heroes. Bristleback's gonna be... He's gonna get another Ogre Club, maybe a Heaven's Halberd can come up from him. Ferrari's gonna get Search in, gonna pop his ultimate Dragon Tail up on DDC here. They need to bring down DDC before he drops his Chain Frost, but they're gonna be able to send him back, but Hand of God being used for that. DDC was actually quite healthy, maybe the Hand of God wasn't necessary for that. It's a very long cooldown at level 1. They're gonna just rotate towards the top lane to try and take the tower here because Hand of God is down. That is 1 long cooldown for an ultimate. Rabbit's gonna TP himself out pretty soon here. Illusion Rune for Ferrari. That's gonna help him push the tower even quicker.
Looks like the Batrider is gonna have 4 staff in the next fight, and this is where.
Wow, I think they can fight here with the 4 staff.
Man.
They can fight here.
They definitely can fight at the next tier 2 towers, and it's not looking so bad for LGD anymore. Now that he has 4 staff.
He's gonna be able to like pick off, I would say, the primary target. If they can pick off the Darkseer right from the start, you pull the Darkseer in and lasso him and 4 staff backwards. As long as you kill the Darkseer, you win the fight.
To be fair, I think lassoing Ench or CM is a better choice, and actually cogging in the Darkseer I think is actually the best choice.
I feel like the Darkseer is the key target because of the mech and pipe. Like you can.
Yeah, he is, but if you don't kill him under the lasso, then you're kind of screwed, right? But if you can cog him away from the fight, where he can't get out to cast any vacuum or anything, it's like Darkseer, DK, and Bristleback are all the tanks on IG side, and I think right now LGD can't kill those guys, any of those 3 guys instantly. Well, they might be able to with the OD ult, but I still question it. Because he is really tanky.
I feel they can kill him if they just commit to it, drop the chain force and drop the OD out, everything down on the Darkseer. They definitely can take him out. But is it worth it if, like you say, you need to drop so many spells on the Darkseer? Maybe it's a better option to just make sure he doesn't come to the fight. Instead of trying to kill him, you just ignore the Darkseer after cogging him up on the side and just focus to kill other heroes. Like the Enchantress is a good first target. He deals a lot of damage with the Impetus.
Yeah, she's about to have Aghanims as well. And I think like killing the 1300 health hero who doesn't have a pipe for the magic resistance is probably a really good idea. And just make sure you just gotta get the clockwork to hook the Darkseer though. That's gonna be the difficult part, I believe.
Well, maybe he's gonna build like a 4-staff right now. I feel like getting the 4-staff right now would be a really crucial item choice for himself. Make sure that the Darkseer will always be able to escape from the cogs and cast his spells to avoid something like the first fight happening again.
Even a BKB. A BKB would be a really good choice.
I think the 4-staff could be a better, like it's cheaper, and if they want to fight now with the Aegis.
We can. It looks like IG, they're just pretty content on sitting back and gearing up at the moment. Play for the late game, because they do have the 2 BKBs, the 2 10-second BKBs. The more items they get on the DK and Bristleback, I think it's going to be a bit difficult for LGD to out-carry later on. But if they fight when the OD has a Hex, I think that's going to be a problem for IG though. Because that's when OD is at his strongest, I believe.
Yeah, he can hex and take out one target really quickly. And IG, they do not have a 4-staff. I'm really not a fan of a Crystal Maiden getting a Vitality booster, building into that Rod of Atos. I feel like the 4-staff gives you a lot more. You definitely for sure need a 4-staff or 2 in your team. There's no question.
Probably Rod of Atos is not a choice. I think he just wants it for the extra hit points. Avoid just dying instantly to like a Lich Shot and some rockets or something like that.
That's gonna delay his 4-staff by a huge margin though.
Oh yeah, it is.
They really need a 4-staff against a Clockwork. You don't have 4-staff.
They have 0, man. Exactly.
No 4-staff against Clockwork would be a really bad situation.
I would also like to see a 4-staff from IG, but looks like that won't be it. And they could be initiating on Zhao 8 over here. His blink is on cooldown.
Yeah, he wanted to use Firefly to slow the push, but it was on cooldown and he had to like 4-staff away. Didn't have enough time for that.
They got a tier 1 tower for like basically the tier 2 towers for LGD are already dead in my opinion. Like with Aegis up, they're not gonna be defending anything. And LGD taking a tier 1 tower on mid, I would consider that to be a victory for them. Small victory.
Small victories add up, dude. They're just gonna get the Shadow Blade. Once the Shadow Blade comes out from the Dragonite, this is gonna be a very important phase where they try, because the OD would always be trying to farm his Hex, and it's gonna be down to Ferrari whether he's gonna be able to catch him out and get a kill or 2 on the OD. Once they get at least 1 or 2 kills on OD, I think the game would be hugely in favor of IG if they are going to be able to make that happen with their Shadow Blade, because OD is their only carry right now.
Even 1 kill, even like 1 kill would
mean the world
for IG.
Yeah. 1 kill would mean the world for IG.
2 kills would be something like game over for LGD.
Rabbit, oh no, he's gonna get cancelled.
Oh, he's gonna get vacuumed. He's gonna BKB as well and try to run away. And
Zhao 8's
they're
come and
not
save him.
keeping up here. This could be a fight breaking out right now. They're gonna
grab YYF here. YYF's gonna get pulled in. The Cogs is gonna bounce in backwards. They're gonna drop the Sanity Eclipse as well. YYF really low here. Drops his wall. Hookshot goes onto Faith to stop the freezing field there. Ferrari's gonna come in with the Shadow Blade here. The gem is gonna be dropped by the Lich.
Oh, no, that's a big loss for LGD, the gem. And you know what? That was some hesitation coming out from Rabbit there. He didn't know whether he wanted to attack the Darkseer or just run away. And had he just attacked the Darkseer from the beginning, he would have actually got that kill. Because he did drop the ult as well on him.
Yeah, they needed one more Arcane Op. Right click
some
onto the
miscommunication coming out from
Ferrari.
these guys.
Double damage. Gonna Shadow Blade in. Gets a right click. Shadow Blades up. Flame Breath. That takes down the OD here. That is the kill I was talking about. Getting the Shadow Blade kills on the OD. Picking him off there.
Yep. That's the first kill, and I would say the next kill would be really
Oh
a
no.
GG for LGD
IG is gonna
if they
go for
lose
the high ground
the
here.
OD.
How is gonna go down here? Gonna pop his Aegis, gonna get back into full health.
Oh,
Oh no,
Knight
two
Rider lasso
Centaurs,
up
two
again.
Centaurs here, two
Lasso up
Centaurs
again.
here. Oh no, he's gonna
He
get
has
lassoed all
BKB
the
though.
way
He
in.
says BKB, so
He has SNY, but that's a look at the. Oh no, it's gonna get
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
cancelled by the
Good
chain
shot.
fast there.
oh my goodness, I would say that was a poor idea for him to try and just TP out there. There's too many spells on LGD side that can break BKB TP, like
Yeah.
hook.
The hook
Lich
shot, the
shots.
troll and the troll summoner, and the lich out.
Oh man, yeah. He all he had to do was just quill up and just run, and get back with his team, and he probably would have been fine.
He actually got blocked by the Chen creeps inside the tower, so maybe he thought that it was gonna be a lost cause trying to escape with the hero, so he just tried to TP, but chain force, the troll and snare, and the hook shot was available, so the chances of him getting out of there was very, very slim, close to nothing, close to no chance at all to get out. But it's gonna be OD died once as well, so I would say more or less even. Since they did a lot of damage to the tier 3 tower, they just need to regroup the next time and be much more careful.
Yeah, and probably the next time they go is when the next Aegis is up, and that's the kind of team IG is. They like to play a safe and very objective based team, so we will look for them to wait for the next Roshan before they go for another push.
Yeah,
Not to risk anything.
yeah. I forgot to mention the OD actually bought out as well for that fight. So before the next Aegis, I think his buyback would be off cooldown, so he's gonna be able to use that the next fight if they need to.
Oh, smoke up already. And actually, Zhao just uses Firefly, so probably they will wait up until that is up one more time. They're actually going all top, and there's nobody there.
This happens all the time.
Yeah, both teams going in the opposite direction.
Maybe they're gonna meet in the middle if IG wants to rotate over to the middle lane. Oh boy, they're gonna come behind here with a huge backstab. Xiao 8's gonna lead the charge. He needs to lasso. I feel like the Enchantress or the Darkseer is the primary target here. Ferrari has the haste rune here, going to try and scout things out, but Xiao 8 lurking in the corner here, trying to look for a best angle of engagement towards the IG heroes. Cog's gonna get casted out by the clockwork here. Oh no, DDC is gonna get vacuum here. Xiao is gonna get caught up by Ferrari, Dragon Tail, and he goes down. The gem's on the ground here. Gem is on the ground. Oh boy, they're gonna pick off the Chen as well. 2 heroes dead for LGD. High ground push coming in. High ground push coming in.
Wait, that's a second gem. Both of them bought from the Chen. Oh man, I feel so bad for DD here. The Enchantress has one of his gems and the Crystal
Yeah.
Maiden too. So this is gonna be a Rax, and probably they can just shift over to the top lane as well. There's a pretty decent amount of time left on Ferrari's
Rider.
Dragon form.
And
Actually,
Bat
no,
Rider
he's
is 20
gonna back.
seconds.
They could just back off here, because like 15 seconds, they're probably not gonna risk it at all. Yeah. Back off. Check if Roshan spawned. They'll see that it won't, and just heal and go again.
YYF has 4,000 gold here. Maybe he's just gonna build into a Hex instead of anything like a 4-star or BKB. Or maybe a
Yeah,
blink,
one-
or maybe a blink dagger. You know, I think blink dagger could be a item that stops the Darkseer from focusing you all the time. Having a blink and just hiding in the trees.
Yeah, that could be it too. But Hex is actually really good to catch out like Bat Rider or the OD before they can do anything and just burst them down. So
Yeah. Bristleback meanwhile
Nonetheless.
is gonna take another huge stack of ancients here. Roshan is gonna be up in 1 minute. It's gonna be in 1 minute, so IG's, like you said, gonna wait for every single thing they're gonna get from the map, the Roshan, the towers, and all their key items. He's gonna be building into has a plate mill and vitality boosters. Nothing completed, nothing major completed yet apart from the SMY. You think it's a hard game right now for time for a hard, or is he gonna get a Shivas?
Might be an AC, depending on what Darkseer is buying.
Oh, Xiao 8.
Teamfight.
He's gonna get a lasso onto
430.
Ferrari here. Ferrari looks to be in all sorts of trouble. Gonna get hexed up by the OD as well. He's gonna go down for sure. One hero right off the bat picked off by the Bat Rider here.
You know what? This is what they wanted to do before they lost the Vex on mid. And if it wasn't for the pickoff on the OD on mid lane by the Dragon Knight, I think they would have been in such a good
Roshan
position.
is
Like
up.
we said.
Roshan is up as well. Oh boy,
Oh,
this
is
it's gonna be up soon.
Oh yeah, there it is. Are they gonna look to start this right now? Like OD does Roshan so quickly because of the pure damage. So this is gonna be an Aegis for LGD.
Ferrari has buyback really soon. Okay, he has buyback
Yeah,
right now.
YYF bought the BKB, by the way.
Oh, Ferrari's gonna buy back, gonna TP back to the lane here. They're gonna come in with YYF. Vacuum, BKB vacuum, and the wall. Gonna catch out multiple heroes here on the LGD side. The OD is really low.
Inside the wall though, so
The OD is really
looks
low
like-
here. Hao's gonna get hexed up.
wow, look at how he's gonna die before he can kill the Roshan.
Yao's gonna
And he's
TP
gonna
out.
buy back into.
Yao's gonna TP out, but Ferrari's gonna finish off the Roshan here. Aegis gonna get picked up here. Rabbit uses his imprisonment onto Xiao 8 there after Xiao 8 got focus fired by the YYF and 430 here. Xiao 8 is gonna just get out of there. There's nothing more he can do here. They're gonna clear up the Chen creeps as well.
And 430 with the double damage as well. Once again, just taking out the OD. And you know what we said, Winter? After the second death on that OD, that's this is where
Yao is gonna go down here. Yao is gonna go down. He's gonna get stalked up by the Shadow Blade and search up Dragon Knight. He's gonna go down. That's 4 heroes dead for LGD. 4 heroes. This is looking really bad for them already. That was a very significant and game-changing fight.
Oh yeah, it looked like it could be something really good when they were about to get the Roshan, but they weren't able to finish it off before IG got there.
They were
And
just,
that
they were
really-
just. I feel like a bit of that was like a bit lucky because Ferrari he got his buyback goal enough because of the goal increment per second. Without that, he wouldn't have had enough goal for buyback. And if Ferrari didn't have buyback, I don't think IG could have taken the fight. He just managed to get enough, and YYF, like you said, has a BKB. He chose to go for the BKB, and the BKB to make sure that he doesn't get stunned, doesn't get imprisoned up by the OD or hexed up, to make sure he gets his vacuum into wall combination down. They're gonna still look to try and farm up even more items. They're not going to try and push still. Bristleback is going to have the cheese for the next fight. Maybe, like you said, he's going to complete the Assault Cuirass, and Heart is going to be completed on the Dragon Knight. They're going to wait for the Heart and the Assault Cuirass. That's the 2 biggest items they're going to wait for. The YYF Hex is actually still quite a big amount of gold away. Maybe they're not going to wait for that. Just the Assault and the Heart.
LGD here. Like they can't sit back and let IG make the first move. Like what they're doing is kind of the right thing. Try to leave the base and see if they can get some kind of pick off. And being aggressive when you're behind kind of forces your opponent to rethink what they're actually doing. And you can tell IG, like, they were sitting in their base just now, even though they're like leading really hard. They're still afraid of LGD getting some kind of pick off on them and building some kind of momentum with that. But I think if IG group up first with Aegis and go as 5, then it's still gonna be really hard for LGD. You think they're gonna be able to pick someone off here?
Maybe not, since IG is
Train.
so close together to each other. Illusion Rune gonna pick up by Yao here, not gonna be too helpful for clockwork here. So the Bat Rider is still lurking around. Firefly off cooldown. They're gonna try and look for a pick off here with the Bat Rider. That's the only way like they can come back into this game, get multiple pick-offs on the Bat Rider. Oh, Ferrari's gonna Shadow Blade in. Do they have any vision? Sentries are still really far away. It's gonna get Surge up as well. Oh boy, are they gonna get the Bat Rider here? His team is really far though after that Surge. Yeah, he's not gonna go and going to complete his Heart of Taras right now. How far is the Assault Cuirass? Assault Cuirass is coming soon too, so the timing to push is getting nearer and nearer for IG. who has buyback the next fight? Buyback not on the OD. OD doesn't have enough gold yet. He's gonna probably have enough by the next fight. And Lich doesn't have enough for buyback. Chen doesn't have enough either. Yao has buyback. Xiao 8 has buyback. So 3 of the cores on LGD have buyback. It's gonna be a triple buyback here for the fight to defend the tower. Actually, he's gonna complete a heart, not an assault.
Huh, he just got the plate now for the extra armor, it looks like.
Bad Rider. It's gonna be all down to his Firefly into
Oh
last
man,
initiation.
this is freaking 2 hearts that LGD are playing against.
It's gonna last one. Oh, he got Dragon Field!
Instant stun.
Instant stun.
Force that.
Sanity's Eclipse gonna hit on multiple heroes there, but BKB on the Dragonite and BKB on the Bristleback not gonna do too much on that. The wall gets
Just
casted.
focusing the OD down with right clicks.
OD, can he
gonna
buy back?
fall.
No, he can't buy back. He can't buy back. This is game. They just lost. They're just gonna lose
That's that.
Rex and lose the fight and lose the game. GG caught by the captain there. They know that there's nothing more they can do already. Game is already over.
Very objective-based game coming out from IG here. Not thinking too hard about who they need to kill or whatever. They just grouped up, took the tier 1 towers, went to Roshan, grouped up, took the tier 2 towers, went to Roshan, and then picked off the OD twice, and that's basically it. I mean, they played really well in lanes too, I believe. IG at least.
Yeah, I would say the most critical part for IG in this game was the objective-based play, the better decision making, and using the fact that they're on dire side to get the Aegis on their heroes and further increase the income of the team in general. That was like the most important part of their puzzle, and not to mention they played really well in the lane. So it was a really good game by IG, and they deserve everything everything on the first game to be the winners of it. So guys, we're going to go into a short break before we come back with the second game, and IG is going to be leading the series 1-0 at the moment. Stay tuned.